If you want to succeed in life, you have to be absolutely at your best. You have to be giving 100% of yourself, and you have to be demanding 100% from yourself. This is an absolute must. If you want to be successful, you have to be at your best, your absolute best, all of the time, which means you have to be demanding and giving 100% of yourself all of the time. Now, I know that's hard. I know that that's impossible, right? But think about it. We all are just doing as good as we can do, and nobody's being successful. But the people that demand of themselves that I will be my best day in and day out, I will do everything I can to make this work, to be my best, to give my all, those are the people that find success. Whereas the rest of us might find moderate success or might just be okay in life, the people that demand excellence from themselves, those are the people that find success. Is that resonating with you? How do you be your best all the time? How do you demand that you act out your best all times? The only way we can really do this is by establishing habits of success in our lives, by establishing habits of excellence that we hold ourselves to. You have to hold yourself to these habits. You have to do them day in and day out to make sure that day in and day out, you're going to be your best. You're going to be excellent at what you do. You have to get into routines in life to make sure that you stick to this habit and this pattern of being your best self. And I want to just drive this point home to you. Success is a habit. Success is about routines. And if I can just break it down in such a simple, important way for you, think about this. Success simply is demanding the best from yourself, and the only way you demand the best from yourself is not through discipline, not through hard work and willpower, although those things are important. It's through habits. It's through ingraining them into yourself where it's just automatic that you're performing at your absolute best. Does that make sense? You have to ask some very important questions of yourself consistently and come up with answers for these. Here's just a couple of them, and you can take this and run with it on your own, because I think it's really important that you sit down with this and go through it on your own with yourself and your deepest thoughts. But there's a few really important questions that you have to ask yourself, and you have to have an answer for them. So it's things like, what time do you wake up in the morning? You have to do that consistently. Every day you have to get into this habit and this routine, this strict routine of doing the best things for yourself. What time are you going to get up in the morning? What time are you going to wake yourself up? What are you going to do right after you wake up to put yourself in a peak state so that you can perform your very best that day? What are you going to do? What are you going to hold yourself to? What routine will you establish for yourself to make sure that after you wake up at the time you've decided for yourself, after you wake up, you put yourself in a peak state of performance so that you can go to work or you can go to your office and you can get your absolute best work done? What are you going to do for routines? Think about that. And then probably the other really big one is, what things do you have to do every single day to ensure success? Are there some really big goals in your life, some really big things that you need to get accomplished every day? You have to do certain things every day to make sure that you get where you want in life. Think about this analogy. Somebody on a ship, a captain of a ship sailing to some port. They don't know exactly how to get to that port. They know that they're going somewhere. But out in the middle of the ocean, who knows where you are, right? Aside from navigation by the stars and nowadays GPS. But the thing is, you don't have to see your destination. You don't have to be right next to it to get there. A ship sailing from Europe to America can be in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and not see any land around it at all, but the captain can still know, I'm going there. I know exactly what port I'm going to land in, and I know how to get there. So he checks the stars, he checks his navigation, he knows where he's at. He makes little adjustments and corrections each day to ensure that his course is set and that he's going exactly where he wants to go, and he will land in the port that he wants to land in. So think about that. There's certain key things that the captain must do every single day on the ship to ensure that he gets to his destination. He has to set the sail. He has to have somebody on the wheel manning the rudder. He has to make sure that certain things happen consistently each day of the journey to make sure that he's going to get where he wants to safely and correctly. What are those things in your life? What are the things that you must do each day to ensure success, to ensure that you actually reach the goals that you want in your life? Identify those for yourself, figure out what they are, and hold yourself to them. And establish routines and habits around making sure that you do them every single day. You see, it's not enough just to know these things and just to think like, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow and I'll do that the next day. You won't do it. A day will come, you'll skip it, and it all falls apart on you. The only way to ensure that you do the things you need to do is by establishing habits in your life. Now, this is such a deep topic that I want to go into on another video of habits and routines and how do you actually establish those? How do you be disciplined in that? And that's a whole other topic that we really have to delve deep into. But just on the surface level, that's what it is. That's what success is, establishing habits and routines in your life that you stick to. They become habits. They become part of you. It's just subconscious. And you do successful things every single day. And that's what ensures that you're going to get where you want to go. So if you ask yourselves these questions and you come up with answers for them, you'll get where you want to go in life. Thanks for watching.